Let's run the fucking ball. Why didn't you just take a fucking knee?
Says up on Pornhub. Sorry for your weird masturbation session.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sideline Study Podcast. It's great to have you guys here for another week of here talking NFL talk, and even some college football happened this weekend. I also like to welcome my co-host here of the show, starting off with I've got from the Cold Bone Show today. I've got JP Baker. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Tired, sick and tired of hearing about fucking All Elite Wrestling and WWE bullshit. I'm getting sick of it. I really am. I'm fucking tired of it. I don't care. If they succeed, they succeed. If they don't, they don't. I could give two fucking shits. I really could. I'm ready to talk some football. I want to talk about the ruling. If there's still people confused about it, if you don't understand it, I'm gonna try to explain it in layman's terms.
Well, we'll definitely talk about that play because that's one play that everybody has been really talking about is the ref picking up the ball. But
that's essentially the gist of the call. There's nothing that they could do. But we'll get into that. I really want to discuss that. I also want to discuss this Cody Parkey thing. I'm not. Look, I'm not a Bears fan. But I will tell you what, if anybody thinks that kicking is fucking easy, and I tweeted it out, if anybody thinks that it's easy to kick a fucking football from 50 yards out or, 40 yards or more out, by all means, go to fucking Chicago, try kicking for them. I bet you can't even kick a fucking 15-yard field goal. People need to shut their fucking mouth and let the guy do his job. By the way, the ball was tipped. It was redirected. Mm-hmm. So for all you fans calling for this guy to fucking die and all this shit, you aren't fans. That's just disgusting. You don't even deserve to have fucking social media.
In fact, did you hear what happened? Is fans were actually trying to send him money.
Those were Eagles fans trying to send
apparently there's like a bunch of different Cody Parkey accounts that were getting money sent to them. So
I can vouch that kicking is tough. I kicked in high school. And as you can see, look, I'm sitting right here doing a podcast. I couldn't kick any more than a 35-yard field goal.
I really enjoyed kicking when I was playing football back in the day.
I love kicking, but it's not easy. Everybody thinks it's like an easy thing to do. Yeah, they've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, but still, the elements. Kicking is probably, and everybody says that they only do have one fucking job. Like Peyton Manning said, he has one job. You know what? If I was Matt Vanderjagt, I would have said, Peyton, if you think you can do what I fucking do, then fucking do it. Shut your fucking mouth. That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said to him.
We'll get more into the talk of that. We also got to give a shout out to Miss Goonie20 over there. Goonie, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, taking care of a fussy little girl right at the moment.
She's not as fussy as she was on Monday, though. I'll tell you that. God damn. Heather, I felt bad for Heather because she did not sleep Monday. She was up all fucking night. I felt really bad. I almost didn't go to work Monday. That's how bad I felt.
I might
Tuesday. I mean, I'm sorry.
Was that little? What? How are you feeling? Was it the same effect with the when the Ravens unfortunately lost their game, or?
Oh, we'll talk about that too.
Oh.
Honestly, the fucking teasing with Joe Flacco and putting on his fucking helmet. The fuck, man. Come on.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll definitely talk a little Ravens talk with you.
I do want to give a shout out. For all those you do not know, Ronnie had to put her dog to sleep today. So please tweet at her and give her well wishes. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
We all love family pets and that. It's always sad when that happens.
So if you could be so as kind as to pop in and give her say hey, giving her you're in our thoughts. I'm gonna DM her now and say, hey, we're live. If you feel like popping over and saying hi.
Sure thing. I'll send my DM over here when I get the time. But I gotta go over to the other co-host over here. It looks like it's DJ Skinny Penis with us tonight. What's going on, man?
So you are going on, all right. I'm happy that my child is one. Yeah, boy.
On my end, I heard it was like some kind of remix track going on.
Same here. We have the robot version over here.
DJ Skinny Penis was bringing some new skills to the show tonight.
Oh, please, that isn't the skill. That's the internet sucks.
Yes, it is. Motherfucker.
Did you just call me a motherfucker? What the fuck is a motherfucker? That's what I thought.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Just stop talking.
Oh man, I absolutely love this panel, and we've got so much to talk about tonight. And we've got a lot to talk about. And obviously, the big news of the story was the questionable call that was placed with the Philadelphia Eagles and Chicago Bears game, where a catch came down, and then it was considered a catch by the Bears, and then it looks like the Eagles player stripped it, and then the referee picked up the ball after. So everybody was kind of – oh, go ahead. I'll let you explain.
Well, initially, the ruling on the field was incomplete pass. It was not called a complete pass, because if it was a complete pass, then the play would have been whistled dead. Did you know what I'm saying? Either way, it's not reviewable.
Mm-hmm.
The play should not have been reviewed. The only thing that should have been reviewed is whether or not his knee was down.
Right.
Now, if they would have ruled it a catch, I mean, it probably would have gone either way. It probably would have gone back incomplete pass because the referee picked up the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I mean, that's the key right there is the referee picked up the ball. Now, the ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. First off, who in here thinks that it should have been first and goal on the Chicago 6-yard line or whatever it was? That's what I want to know. I'm talking to people in the chat.
Oh, okay. I'll let them give their thoughts back. I see Cody's in there tonight. Sarah, shout out to Sarah and Trek. Shout out to Trek, David, Alpha. Who else we got here in the chat? Tattoo Mistress. We've got Daniel Wyland, David Wells. What's going on, everybody? Alpha's there again. I'm just seeing who else is in the chat room. But did they give their thoughts back?
Yes, Sarah did.
Oh, okay.
And he said, I think it should have been. Now, here's why. It's not. It was ruled an incomplete pass on the play. The only thing that could be reviewed is whether or not his knee was down. You can't essentially, if you're going to say that, if they were going to rule on anything, essentially you should call it a fumble recovery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody recovered the fumble. Am I correct?
Right. The ref did.
If you're going to use that logic, I think the closest player was a Philadelphia Eagle. Should be 1st and 10 Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you're gonna go based on that logic. So I mean, you can't, because it was called incomplete on the play on the drive, and a referee picked up the ball. It is essentially a dead play.
Dead play.
You can't really overturn the play. The only way it could have been overturned is if his knee was down, which it was not. That is the only way it would have been overturned. So essentially, anybody that thinks that it should have been 1st and goal on the 6 is wrong. The rule states, and they did come on to the game. The rules guy came on and explained the rule. He explained it the way it should have been. They should not have said, although it was a catch, You don't say that. And don't listen to anything Chris Collinsworth has to say because he don't make any fucking sense. He thinks everybody's the greatest player in the fucking NFL. So that's what that. Now, am I disputing that it was a catch? No, I'm not. I don't like the fucking catch rule in the first place. They need to rewrite, and I said this way at the beginning of the year. They need to rewrite the rule book because they keep adding stuff to the rule book and it's confusing people. There's certain things that should be reviewed and certain things that should not. Now, the way that the referee answered that review was wrong. He said the play is unreviewable due to the fact the ball player's knee was not down and the referee picked up the ball. The play is unreviewable.
Mm-hmm. It was a very different situation then.
Yes, it's the first time it's not the first time I've seen it, but it's very, very rare.
Have you seen a play similar like that before?
Yes, it happened to Green Bay a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
almost the exact same thing. The player was called an incomplete pass, although the guy caught the ball. It was ruled unreviewable because the referee picked up the ball. So you can't really overturn a call on the field when it benefits one team and not another. Mm-hmm. Now, reviews are supposed to benefit one team and not another. But this review makes no sense because the referee is involved. That makes no sense. What does the referee play for fucking Chicago? He plays for Chicago, so he recovered the ball. That's another logic thing. So essentially, you're telling me that the Chicago Bears have a referee on their team. You can't use that.
No.
And by the way, get better, Sarah. I know you just said you're not feeling good, but feel better. But yeah. You can't overturn a call that is essentially unreviewable.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. Bobbit, did you want to give your sense in on this?
The way that everything was described, I was confused as shit by it. And then hopped on Skype with JP, and after he explained everything, then it made sense. But like at first, I was like, "The fuck?"
It is very confusing. It's very confusing, and that's why they said they need to rewrite the rules. Just wipe the clean slate. This catch rule is so dumb. Look, a catch rule, the way it was, anything that if a ball is considered incomplete, it's considered incomplete. It should be considered a dead ball. It should not be reviewed. I don't care what anybody says. Any incomplete pass should not be reviewed. And that's the way they used to do it. Now, the guy gets fucking 3 steps, a pirouette, and a fucking backflip before it's a catch. What the fuck is that? It makes no sense. I get it's 2 feet. In order for it to be considered a catch. In fact, I remember all they needed was 2 feet. 2 feet are considered a catch. Now it's three steps.
Yeah.
So if the guy catches the ball and throws the ball in the air after 2 steps, is that a complete pass? Yes, take 3. I mean, it's so stupid how they fucking rule shit.
It really is. Now, when like a competing football league like the CFL or something like that, or maybe the XFL coming in, do they have to have the similar rules that the NFL has placed, or I
don't know. Well, they got a rules committee. That's why they're not coming out until 2020. But they need to have, and I don't want to be part of the rules committee. Trust me, because they won't fucking like me. I essentially think that fucking reviews should be taken out of football. They're not adding to the game. I don't even like it in baseball, to be honest with you. Everything's fucking reviewed, right? Why do we have referees if everything's going to be fucking reviewed?
Yeah.
You know, if that's the case, fuck this. Let's start fucking reviewing holding calls and pass interferences and illegal contacts. I mean, goddamn, let's just fucking make the game 7 hours long. Fuck it. I don't got nothing to do on fucking Sunday. It just don't. Get rid of the reviews. They don't work because they keep changing the fucking rules every fucking time.
Yeah, every year.
Everything is not too strict in the NFL. Everything is pretty fucking lenient. I mean, Jesus Christ, fucking defensive players can't even touch an offensive player.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. I seen that a fucking lot. The Colts were getting grabby fucking Saturday. I mean, they outplayed the Texans. I'm not going to sit here and say they were grabby. And I'm not saying the Texans weren't grabby either. They were grabby. At least they were letting them play, but the fucking rules. What does the rule say? You can't fucking touch anybody after 5 fucking yards if you're on defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the Bears are such a good defense, because they somehow get away with it every fucking time.
Well, they didn't get it wasn't their game.
And what did I say about them? Pedestrian offense at best.
You're right. Yeah. Well, they really struggled. Really. Even Foles struggled that game too. I mean, both sides struggled the beginning of the game.
Yeah. The Bears are not. They need. Nagy needs to stop at the fucking trick plays, number one. That's what cost him this game. He's a trick play. What did they do? A fake field goal?
Yep.
And they had a kicker as their fucking lead blocker. What the fuck is that? That's not a trick play. That's just tomfoolery. Good Lord.
Yeah, we might as well review some of the games that happened. I guess we start off with the Indianapolis Colts going to Houston, and it was a snooze fest, right? Colts came out swinging.
Yeah, they came out swinging, but man, they can't fucking play like this against fucking Chiefs. They will get fucking beat. They can't just. The Chiefs can score at fucking will. This is the thing, and I talked to Sarah about this. You don't want it to be a shootout.
No,
because if you're gonna try to go into a shootout with Kansas City, you will fucking lose unless you're a team like the Rams
or possibly the Saints. Yeah,
the Saints for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what the Colts need to do, and I said it in the chat. I think it was in the chat that I said it. They need to have 45 minutes of ball control time. No throwing the ball 50 times, 20 yards down fucking field like they did. If they go out and play like they did against the Texans, they will get beat. Because if the Colts are only going to score 21 points. I mean, good God, they were up and down the field. If they're only going to score 21 points, they ain't beating Kansas City. Kansas City's going to score at least 30.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Now that defense, let's see if they can hold off Patrick Mahomes.
It's going to be hard. I mean, you look at some of the best defenses in the league couldn't hold him down.
Right, absolutely.
So you need to run the ball, and you don't need to run the ball. You need to short passes. I don't know what they do with the screen pass situation or anything. You know, the bubble screens, the quick screen stuff. That's how you're going to beat Kansas. That's how you're going to beat Kansas City is with ball control. Not throwing the fucking ball 45 yards downfield to T.Y. Hilton. That's not going to beat that's the Chiefs want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
The longer that offense stays on the sideline, the better your opportunity of beating them is.
Agreed. Absolutely. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, now you look at the Rams, thank God they got the last possession. That's all I'm going to say.
Bobbit, did you get a chance to watch the Colts and Texans game, and what's your thoughts on it?
I was at work Sunday.
I think it was the Saturday game.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, we're in the Saturday games first.
I still didn't get a chance to see it because I really don't care about either team.
Well, at least you're honest about it. Anyways, but basically the Colts.
It was a good game. I eat crow. I will eat crow for this week on that the Colts showed up. I don't know what happened to the Texans. I don't think their offensive line is garbage, like everybody says it is. Yeah, they need offensive line help, but every fucking team needs offensive line help. Even the fucking Colts need offensive line help still. Mm-hmm. I mean, Jesus. Everybody needs help somewhere. I mean, is it one of the best offensive lines in the league? No. But then you look at fucking New England. They don't have that great of an offensive line. Look at where they're at. They're pretty decent. It's just the Texans' defense didn't show up in that game. Why they were playing fucking zone the way they were and not blitzing, I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck they were thinking. I don't know what the defensive coordinator was thinking in that game. Because they have Jadeveon Clowney's good. McKinney's good.
Yeah, Clowney got injured again.
Is good. And J.J. Watt. 4 guys on the defense. Put all of them on the same side and just blitz the fucking shit out of the fucking Colts. Can't stop them. Can't fucking stop them. But if you don't blitz, you're not fucking beating Andrew Luck. He is a good quarterback. Not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. The notes that I took away is that Clowney got hurt again. He finished
the game. He finished the game. Yeah, he came back in. It wasn't nothing bad. He twisted his ankle. He's good. Okay,
and then J.J. Watt, he gets too many penalties when he tries to jump the line.
Well, I'm going to credit that with Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck did a really good job of changing, doing inflection on his snap count.
Okay, yeah. I mean, J.J. Watt is one of the most penalized players this year.
Yeah.
This
kid he wants to prove that he is good, which he is. I don't know why he has anything to prove. He doesn't need to prove anything to anybody. God damn, he is one of the best players in the league. On defense, anyway.
Absolutely. For some reason, he just likes trying to get that head start compared to everybody else. And I think that's something that he needs to work on in the offseason. You can't jump.
He didn't have that problem in college. Now, he went to Wisconsin, so I watched him all the time. He never had that problem. I don't know why he all of a sudden has that problem. I think he's trying to prove that he still got it. But he don't need to prove that he still got it because, well, he's still got it. Because in some of those plays, those knockdown, he had, 3 knockdown balls?
Yeah, around that, I think so.
I mean, the guy is so athletic when he is healthy. And he was healthy this year, I think, for the most part. So,
yep.
I mean, yeah. I'm going to credit Andrew Luck with that. I think it was an anomaly, to be honest with you. Especially for this year. After last year, he was out last year too, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he got hurt in the he got hurt at the beginning of the season. I think he tore his ACL or something at the end.
Right, and I think he just wanted to prove that he still has it. I think that's what he was doing. That's this year, but I think he'll scale it back. He'll figure it out, and they'll be all right.
Did Goonie get to watch the game at all? Or
yeah, she watched it with me. She was she'd probably the same sentiment, I think. The Colts and the Texans.
It was shocking.
It was shocking that the just with the defense of the Texans. The Texans have a decent defense, so I don't know what the hell they were doing.
Somehow that Texans just need to get over that hump because
I think they will.
Every time they go in there. They always
they've gotten this close this time. Next time, you never know.
I think you got to remember they're missing some key players on offense too.
Mm-hmm. And Hopkins got hurt that game too.
Yes,
that was a big factor.
If you're missing 2 of your 3 top receivers, you ain't winning in the playoffs.
Yeah,
you ain't going nowhere.
So for the Houston Texans going into the offseason, they probably need to fix their line a bit.
That's their big fix. Their big fix is their offensive line. They might need to get a little bit of secondary help. The running back situation, they're going to need to fill some needs, but every team has needs.
Yep. That's one thing what I like looking at is going into the offseason what they need. And we might as well go into the other game that happened on Saturday, which is the San Diego Chargers took on the Baltimore Ravens.
No, that was on Sunday, wasn't it?
It was the Seattle Seahawks and Cowboys. That was the evening game on Saturday.
Yeah. Now the Cowboys, that game shocked me a little bit. Well, not really. It was about as close as I thought it was going to be because it was in Dallas. I was surprised. Now, let's keep this in mind. Thank God Seattle threw an interception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you look, that's a 14-point swing. Mm-hmm. Look at who would have won that game.
It was
if Seattle would not have turned the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
The final score of that game probably would have been 22 to 17. Or no, because if they kicked the field goal, they still would have won by like 2 points, 19 to 17. So if they wouldn't have turned the ball over.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody has a solid defense.
My nuts have a solid defense. Anyway.
Well, here's what I took away from it is that in the fourth quarter, I think there were some very crucial plays that Russell Wilson did not do. They did not convert on the very most important downs that going into the fourth quarter. Now, as far as I know, Janikowski got hurt in that game as well.
Yep, that was big. That was big because they went for 2 every time from there on out. There's 2 more. There's 4 more points or 2 more points and that would have tied the game. Think about that for a second.
Yeah. So that was a big factor. Janikowski got hurt. So that's unfortunate. That's part of the game, though. Those injuries happen, and unfortunately, that just affects your team with stuff like that, right? So,
that is true.
But look, we've been making fun of Janikowski all year. So
I haven't. I love Janikowski, man.
Well, it's me that he's a big kicker. That's all.
He's a fat ass. I'm not gonna lie.
So how much of the game did you guys watch?
I didn't watch any of it, I don't think. What the hell were we doing?
It was Saturday. We probably ended up hopping on a call with Bobbit or something and started talking. I don't know.
I don't remember what we watched. I mean, it was on, I think, but we weren't really watching it, but yeah.
Bobbit, did you get a chance at all? I guess.
I don't remember what we did.
No, it's all right. I mean, I have to come clean. After watching the Texans lose that badly in the third quarter, I passed out and I didn't wake up until midnight.
The Colts are fucking boring as fuck.
Yeah.
I had to say it.
So for what I have to say going for the Seattle Seahawks that they lost their game, I'm kind of happy. I think that they did. They weren't expected to do as well this year.
They exceeded I heard they weren't going to. I didn't think they were going to be that good this year.
Mm-hmm. So as a Seattle Seahawks fan, I think we should be very happy with how the team has played and this young secondary. I think I need to look at more.
Right.
But definitely they need to figure out their running game situation because you can't have 4 or 5 running backs that you can't trust and Russell Wilson be your lead runner.
Right.
Yeah, it's they need to get that situation. Ever since Marshawn Lynch has left,
they had the top rushing deep offense in the NFL this year. I think they've got two pretty solid running backs. To be honest, I don't think they need any running back help. If anything, they're another team that needs an offensive line. To be honest with you, they're just a thrown together offensive line,
and possibly a second wide receiver, a number 2 wide receiver or something.
Yeah, they do need a receiver. Baldwin can't do it all.
No, it's like that's what I feel they also need. And I can't remember the tight end situation there, but one guy I think they have this tight end that he played earlier this year. He was the dumbass that spiked the ball, and he got hurt, and he hasn't played for the rest of the season. So going into the next year, maybe this tight end will do more when it comes to the wide receiver core. But we might as well go into the other games on Sunday then, right?
Sure. We talked about the one for a little bit at the beginning, but that was over calls, and we'll get into the kicker situation here in a minute.
Well, we'll start off with the Ravens and Chargers game. Goonie, I'm pretty sure you watched that game, right? So why don't you give your thoughts on it?
They started out strong.
It was a good game for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Heather. I'm sorry.
They started out strong, and their defense was there the entire game. Their offense, though, they got to make up their mind. If they want this kid to do good, then fucking let him be the quarterback he needs to be. Not limit him to just a fucking running game.
Yeah, I was sitting there. We were at my mom's watching the game, actually, and I'm sitting there, and I can't remember the comment that Heather made. And I'm like, it's not that the running game should be part of their game. It's whoever the offensive coordinator was, whoever's game planned for this game failed. I would have come out if I was. What the fuck are you
getting photobombed from a cat? This cat just randomly just came into the room. Sorry.
Like, what the fuck? You got a fucking fuzzy. Anyway, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
It was the tail of the cat, right?
Okay, but fuck it, I fucking lost my thought.
Damn it, cat.
I would have had them come because the kid can throw. He showed that he could throw. God damn it! What the fuck is that? That ain't no fucking cat.
Might as well. This thing's just gonna walk back and forth. Just keep talking.
It looks like a Pomeranian fucking tail or something. Anyway, but I would have come out throwing the ball because the kid proved that he could throw the ball. He scored. Jesus Christ! Fucking scared.
What the hell?
God damn it!
He proved he could throw the ball.
Get down, you fucker! But anyway. Anyway, fucking, like I said, for the 15th time, because the cat keeps distracting me. I would have come, if I was the Ravens, I would have come out throwing the ball because the kid proved that he could throw the ball. Late in the game, he scored 2 touchdowns late. The kid can throw it on a dime. He can flick it with the best of them. They failed this kid immensely. That being said, the Chargers are that fucking good.
Yes, absolutely.
They're the most complete team in the playoffs this year that I have seen. Right now, I don't see anybody beating the Chargers. And I haven't seen the Rams play or the Saints yet. Right now, the Chargers are probably the team to beat in the AFC. They're going to be tough to beat because they can run the ball, they can throw the ball, they can stop the run, and they can stop the pass. There's nobody in the AFC right now maybe the Colts, but they still have issues with the passing game that they can say they can stop. Because I'm telling you right now, the fucking Chargers will run the ball, and then the next thing you know, they're throwing it over top. Phillip Rivers is a different fucking animal than Deshaun Watson. So I don't think anybody's beating the Chargers.
I highly agree that the Chargers defense just
goddamn that was a they gave up points at the end, but they weren't. I don't know what happened. I wasn't really concerned at all. I just that there was nothing that said to me that Lamar Jackson was going to do anything against Chargers in the final minute of that game.
Yeah. Now, here's something I wanted to bring up with you guys because, everybody was telling them to put in Joe Flacco, right?
So Heather can attest to that.
Yeah,
I'm like sitting there, and Flacco's got his helmet on. He's standing right next to Harbaugh. I wonder if they're going to put him in. And the next thing you know, there comes Lamar Jackson, comes up to the coach, and he says, "Go out there." Joe Flacco's standing there, got a big smile on his face. I guess I'll just stand next to you, looking like a dumbass. And that's exactly what he did. Everybody's Ronnie's son, Austin, said, "Well, they put Flacco in and they came back." No, Flacco never got in the game.
Now, here's the question is I don't think people understand that the game plan that the Chargers brought was speed. They loaded the box and they went to Lamar Jackson. So
and that's why I was saying Ravens should have come out throwing the ball. I would have just come out throwing it. I would have just fucking started winging it all over the fucking field, because then it'll spread the team. It'll spread out that defense that's just loading the box. Mm-hmm. Because if you're loading the box, they were telling fucking Ravens, you're gonna have to beat us throwing the ball. Mm-hmm. And the kids in the NFL, you had better know how to fucking throw a football. Because you can't win a football game running. How many times did they run? I mean, it just seemed like every play that there was like a 3rd and 7, and they ran the ball. Mm. What are you doing? Throw the damn thing. You're not going anywhere. He was 2 out of 7 in the first half.
That's brutal.
That's bad.
Oh my God.
For 20, what was it? 23 yards, I think. Yeah. It was like. You're failing this kid because you're afraid that the Chargers are going to kick your ass, which essentially they did because you played right into what they wanted to do. Mm-hmm. They were thinking you were going to try to throw it, but no, you decided to run it. Try to run it with 8 in the box, 9 in the box. You ain't fucking run. You ain't beating the NFL. You're maybe the Chiefs. You ain't beating anybody in the NFL if you do nothing but run the ball. And I'm telling you right now, Chiefs defense sucks that bad. That's why every team in the NFL should just run the ball and dink and dunk. Because your Chargers defense is fucking god-awful. The only thing that's good about the Chiefs is their pass rush. If you drop back and throw the ball 50 times and try to wing it down the field, you ain't beating the Chiefs. Because they will get to the quarterback.
Bobbit, did you get a chance to watch this game at all? Oh, you worked Sunday, so I don't think did you have time to watch anything? Or?
Yeah, I watched the end of it. Hang on, there's somebody that wants to comment on this team. Hang on a minute.
No.
Yo. What up? I saw that game, Got to see my Chargers kicking ass, I told y'all they're going to go zippity zap on them birds, because they keep it real like me, man. I keep it real. I keep it 100.
Now that's a team that if you would have picked the Ravens, a Raven goes calm.
It does, motherfucker. But anyway, that's why I'm thinking my team going to the Super Bowl, and if they do, I'm gonna throw a partay.
What, in your pants? In your pants?
No, motherfucker. It's gonna be a big
What's a motherfucker? What the fuck is a motherfucker?
You Mr. Magoo looking fuck.
Mr. Magoo looking fuck. All right. Fucking goofy bastard.
Hey, get the cat back in here. Oh boy. Well, since you got a chance to watch some of the game, did you guys have any thoughts of what the Ravens need to do going into the offseason, of what to fix?
Fucking let Lamar Jackson throw the fucking ball when he wants to.
Well, let Lamar open the offense up. I like their offensive line. I think they're one of the best offensive lines in the league. Fucking again, they can run the ball, and I'm sure they can throw it because they've proven that they can. But they have to. They have to open up the offense. You can't just limit this kid to what he can do.
Mm-hmm. So what pieces do you think they need?
I think really they're one of those teams they could just fill. I honestly, maybe an offensive lineman, but they have a good offensive line. A wide receiver, they could use a couple of receivers. They could use a receiver for sure. Yeah,
I think they've got
Crabtree.
They've got Snead. I think
they got Snead. Snead's okay, but he's not a number one. I would probably say they would need a receiver. Go after a receiver. If there's not one there, fill a spot, because you'll get players later in the draft. Second round. You don't need a first round draft pick to make your team. You don't. That's why there's 7 rounds.
From what I've seen for the Ravens, their defense is good.
They had best defense in the league. They had number 1 defense. The only thing the Bears had on them was their number 1 scoring defense. That's it.
So I definitely think the offense needs to be tooled around with.
Just a little bit, and not too much. They just need to add a couple of pieces, and the pieces would be receiver. They got decent tight ends, maybe an offensive lineman. Develop Lamar Jackson, or I can play goddamn Joe Flacco. If Joe Flacco was ready to play, why didn't you fucking play him? If he was healthy, why weren't you playing him? I don't know.
There's actually speculation that he's leaving the team.
That doesn't matter. You want to fucking get to the fucking Super Bowl, you get to the Super Bowl with your best fucking players. You don't get to the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback, then run the ball 40 fucking times. That don't make any sense.
I do give the kid credit that he did come back and got a couple of touchdowns. He almost did, but what cost him from the very beginning of the game, ball control.
Yes. Well, not only that, but they didn't try to throw the ball. Mm-hmm. They didn't try to balance things out. They didn't open up the offense. And that killed them. Give the kid a damn shot. You drafted him first round. You think he's got the talent. By all means, let him fucking try. I mean, I don't understand the philosophy of not opening up the offense. Does he not know how to read the fucking playbook? Does he not know how to read? What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. I really don't.
So maybe an offensive coordinator. But don't they have...
I like Marty Morningweg, though. Marty Morningweg can work with him, I think. It's just a whether or not. And I don't think Joe Flacco is going anywhere. I think he's got a year left on his deal. Mm-hmm. Year or 2. If I remember correctly, I think he's got 2 years left on his deal. And it would hurt them on the salary cap if they cut him. So I don't think – and 2, they need to let Lamar Jackson develop. So sitting behind Joe Flacco is not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. I will say this for all the Ravens fans out there: you guys definitely have a team that you guys should be happy with.
Yes.
And I definitely look forward to seeing how the Ravens do next year. coming out and see if they're gonna compete
Yeah,
again.
let me. I'm just keep talking. I'm just gonna look up the salary for Joe Flacco. How many years he has left on his deal?
Oh, okay. Well, I was just about to ask, Goonie, did you want to give any more thoughts on what your Ravens can do going in the offseason?
Nope, she's good. She's probably right along the same lines as me, I guess. I don't know. I'm probably speaking out of turn here. Just give me a second. Right now, the Baltimore Ravens have $9 million in cap space. That's not a lot. That's not a lot of cap space. Joe Flacco has 3 years left on his deal.
Damn. Holy
so
shit.
Right now, next year he's due to make $26.5 million. The year after that, he's due to make $28.25, and year after that. Now, that being said, he can opt out after next year.
Interesting.
If they were to cut him now, he would count $16 million against the salary cap, which initially would put them over the salary cap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a tough situation when you have a quarterback that's getting paid that much and you have him sitting on the sideline. So yeah, it's well, it's going to be interesting going into the offseason of what they're going to do. But I think that they should just start Joe Flacco and let the kid develop.
Exactly, and do not get rid of Flacco yet, because then you're eating salary cap money because you want to get this kid on the field. That's not the way to do it. Let the kid develop. Have him sit behind Joe Flacco. It's not that bad. Aaron Rodgers did it for 3 fucking years, and look at where he's at.
Yep, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
He is. He's up there. He's up there. He's in the top 10.
Mm-hmm. And, well, I don't think we need to mention anything else in this game. We can go to the last game, right?
No, let's do it.
This was a very important game for me, for all of you guys that were unaware. Because Rayshawn, you lost!
I called it, not because I'm not a Bears fan. Everything I said about this game came to fruition. You can have a great defense, but you can't rely on just your defense to win you games. Look at what happened. How pedestrian did the Bears look? Now, do the Bears have talent on the offensive side of the ball? Yes, they do. But they rely so much on their defense that they played scared. You could see it. Nagy was doing his little trick play bullshit, which cost him, because I think the Eagles scored on the initial drive after that fake field goal where he had the fucking kicker. That's probably why he missed the fucking field goal, because he fucking lead blocking on that fucking play. Who does that? He's a fucking kicker. He's 150 pounds. He ain't going to fucking get any. If anything, he's going to bounce off of somebody, or he's going to fucking break both of his fucking legs or all of his bones in his fucking body. I mean, come on. Let's be realistic here.
Now, here's something I want to mention about stats-wise about Cody Parkey. He's missed 10 field goals going into this game.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Yep.
For a kicker. So, would you if you were the Bears earlier, would you have probably picked a different kicker rather than him going into the postseason?
No.
You would have stuck with it then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I mean, just looking at stats wise, I would be worried as a kicker having that many missed field goals.
Mason Crosby missed 5 field goals in one game, 4 field goals in one game?
Yeah.
Was he still not one of the most consistent kickers in the NFL?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
It's but 10 missed field goals is a lot.
Well, those 10 missed field goals, how many did he clank off the crossbar?
A lot. He's actually he hit the crossbar a lot.
Essentially, he's accurate.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing he might need to tweak is not swinging his leg the way he does sometimes. Watch where his foot placement is. But let's keep in mind on that kick, it was redirected. Right. So essentially, he didn't miss that kick. It was essentially it was considered a block kick because it was hit by an Eagles player. That's what people are missing about this whole thing. And I actually watched it in slow motion. It doesn't take much for a kick to be redirected. It don't. So I'm not going to blame the kicker for that.
Okay.
If anything, blame the fucking guys in the front. They're the ones that let the fucking ball get hit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, they're the ones that are supposed to block the front and make sure.
I mean, you look at the kick prior to that; it went right down the fucking middle.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's why they iced him, right? Because he got it. So
it worked.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it when people shit on fucking players too. I want to talk about that real quick, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Anybody wishing that this guy needs to be fired, killed, murdered, die, have his kids die, y'all can go fuck off. That's disgusting. I'm not a Bears fan. I laughed when he missed the field goal, but I don't wish any harm on anybody. That is straight up, flat out disgusting. And anybody that I associate with that thinks that, I don't want to associate with you anymore. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's uncalled for, disrespectful. Like I said, if you think you can do fucking better, just bring your happy ass to fucking Chicago and try kicking. Because it's not fucking easy.
It kind of reminds me of the Marshawn Lynch and Buffalo situation. Remember when he fumbled a ball in Buffalo and then all the fans went to his house and kind of like vandalized it?
I'd want out of Buffalo too. And that's what he wanted. He wanted out of fucking Buffalo. Mm-hmm. One fucking fumble. Mm-hmm. Fans need to grow the fuck up. Now, yes, you've seen me lose my fucking utter shit during the game, but you've never heard me say you need to fucking die. Ever. Get off the field, maybe, but you don't. Never. That's disgusting. That's not even a fucking fan. That's just a hateful fucking person that has fucking anger issues.
Yeah,
I mean, they're worse than my anger issues. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm. Some of these fans are just gamblers, and probably
that's why I don't do that shit. It takes away from the game. That's why I don't do fantasy football. Mm-hmm. To me, it takes away from the game.
There is some NFL fans. It's been like it's actually came out stuff that some fans actually beat their wives and children if their team loses.
Say it again, Bobbit. I'm sorry.
Beat their wife and children if their team loses.
Yeah, that's uncalled for. That's not a fan. That's just some psychopath that needs to grow the fuck up. Now, if I, like, my mom will say, you need to stop yelling, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. But I'm not going to go fucking beat the shit out of her for saying just stop yelling and shit. No, that's just stupid. I ain't going to go beat Heather and Wendy because the Packers went fucking 7-8-1 this year. Yeah, they went 6-9-1 this year. I don't care. Yeah, I'm pissed off that they had a bad year, but there's always next year. Mm-hmm. The Packers will be back next year. They're going to have 16 more games, and they're probably going to give me 16 more fucking heart attacks.
But not only that, but I feel like if you put a hand on Heather, she will de-nut you in 2 seconds.
Well, I understand that, but you understand what I'm saying. Jackass. But yeah, I don't think that the kid should be fired. I mean, good God, he's a fucking professional. I bet it's just a little tweak here or there. And when these guys miss, I mean, if I don't know his stats as far as his misses, how far out have his misses been? I mean, Jesus, good Lord, there's some guys missing 3 extra points a year, and they were only 10 yards out. I mean, come on, it happens.
we do have to mention that I think that the kicking rate, I think, for completion has gone like down 8% or something like that this year.
Over the entire league.
In the entire league.
That's because of how far back the extra points are. Extra points are not a gimme anymore. They're 33 yards out. And I like that they moved them 33 yards out.
Makes the game more interesting.
Because it entices players to go for 2 more often. Because they want to see more offense. But it's not an automatic give me anymore when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And Rayshawn's in here. I mean, he's a Bears fan. Rayshawn, did you want Cody Parkey to die because he missed that field goal? Because if you did, I'm not going to associate with you no more.
No.
But no, I mean, I think he agreed with me in the chat. That's just wrong, man. I mean, god damn, the guy's a human being.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody seems to think that these football players are fucking robots or something. They're stupid.
No, I saw him doing the postseason, talking with reporters and that in the locker room, and you could definitely tell that his confidence was definitely hurt.
Wouldn't yours be?
Yeah. Well, the whole team's mad at him.
The whole team. Well, if they want to be mad at him for that, then he should be. Well, you guys didn't score enough fucking touchdowns.
Yeah,
how come you guys didn't score enough fucking touchdowns? How come I had to kick the fucking ball 5 fucking times?
That's what it comes down to. Is just it was a team failure, I guess, all around.
And if the teammates want to be mad at him, that's a coach thing. Coach needs to step in and say, "We're a team here. You ain't blaming him for this loss. This is a team loss. Mm-hmm. This isn't a fucking Cody Parkey loss. Yeah, he missed the field goal. He missed the last chance for them to win. But remember, before that, and there was another question about the timeout thing. Ronnie, he's like, how come he kicked the ball, but then they called a timeout? Well, actually, the timeout was called before the ball was snapped. So that's why they called time. That's why they kicked it count. But yeah, it's a team loss. And if players want to fucking blame one fucking guy, they're scapegoating themselves.
Yep.
So they're just using him as a scapegoat, and that's fucking sad too.
So going into the offseason for the Bears, what do you think they need to fix?
There we go.
Well, I mean, I don't know what they have coming back for offense. They need to quit relying so much on Cohen.
Oh yeah, Cohen, yeah, the running back.
Trubisky, they need to develop Trubisky just a little bit more. He's not very accurate on his short passes.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing with the Bears. What are they going to be able to pick up? What did they give up? They gave up a bunch to get fucking Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
What did they give up for draft picks? Now, I think they gave up this year's first round and next year's first round.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of other picks. I'm not too sure that, and plus, I'm sorry, they overpaid for that guy. Yeah, overpaid. He's a one-dimensional player. Sorry. He's a pass rusher. You look at Aaron Donald. He can stop the run and he can do the pass rush. Khalil Mack's a one-trick pony. If he can get to the quarterback, yeah. Now, is he a great player? Fuck yeah, he's one of the best defensive rush players that in the league today, if not the best. One of the best rushers, period. Not going to take that away from him. Good ball player. But for what Chicago gave up for him, I think it's going to cost them in the long run. They're trying to get results now, and it's going to hurt them down the road. Because teams are going to catch up to it. people are going to figure out what they're doing on defense, and they're going to be in trouble big time because they aren't going to be able to go out and get free agents now. They aren't going to be able to go out and get free agents. They're going to have to do everything through the draft now. Another thing that sucks is now they gave up their first-round pick this year, their first-round pick next year, and I don't know what else they gave up. That might hurt them in the long run. Is Khalil Mack a quick fix? Yeah. Is it going to work in the long run? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for them to develop a team because they aren't going to be able to re-sign a bunch of their fucking players because of him. That's the thing. I'm just sitting back waiting for that day where Khalil Mack is the only one that they have on defense because they couldn't re-sign anybody.
Yeah, I definitely think that, for one player to get paid that much, it's very risky because you never know if he's going to stay healthy enough for an entire season, right? So.
You're giving him quarterback money. You're giving him quarterback money. That's a lot of money. A lot of money to be given to one fucking defensive player.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money. Now, quarterback I can see because I know it's a quarterback. But you look at the quarterback, it's essentially that's what defense wins championships, but you can't score without a fucking offense. Sorry. You can't score a bunch of points with your defense. You'll be lucky if you get a touchdown with your defense. Just saying, man.
Well, if Bobbit, did you want to give any thoughts on the Bears at all, or
fuck the Bears?
And they're probably gonna get release Cody Parkey because they're gonna say we're gonna get rid of you because we don't want you near these Bears fans because they're a bunch of narcissistic assholes. And I'm not saying all Bears fans are that way, but they're probably gonna release him and say go get a fresh start somewhere, in which he will. Because I think look, kickers are an anomaly. All kickers this year were struggling. There was a bunch of kickers. That wasn't just him.
Justin Tucker, I think, even missed.
Justin Tucker missed a field goal, too, that he never fucking misses.
Yeah.
Never. He's never missed a fucking field goal in the playoffs. Missed a field goal. Nobody hating on him. Like they were hating on Cody Parkey. Well, too, the fucking Ravens got their ass beat, but... no, the Ravens are going to be good next year. I guarantee you that. But so yeah, they're gonna get a kicker. Are they going to get it through the draft? Probably going to have to because I don't know what they're going to be able to get in free agency. I don't know who's out there. Probably Cody Parkey.
They're going to be looking for a new defensive coordinator because I think
Yep, we'll go into that. We'll go into that here in a minute, but because I've seen that they were putting in the chat. There's been some hirings today, and a couple yesterday, I think, or the other day, and yeah.
Okay.
Fucking fucking back again.
I'm getting photobombed for the cat again. But if you guys have any other thoughts that you guys want to talk about with the Bears, or you guys want to get into the college corner now?
No, I mean, essentially, look, Bears had a great year, better year than I thought they were going to have. They're a year ahead of schedule, I think. I just think of next year that they would be competitive. But yeah, they need to fix some shit. Nagy's got to stop with the fucking stupid trick play shit. Mm-hmm. That drives me fucking nuts. It's not needed. It's not needed, especially in a game like this. I don't know what he's trying to do.
Outsmart the other coach from the Andy Reid tree. I guess.
And if that's what Nagy is all about, he's not going to last very long either. If that's the way if he's gonna try and be Les Miles of the fucking NFL, because that's essentially what he's fucking doing, he's gonna fail in the NFL because teams are gonna be like, This guy's doing nothing but trick plays. Just, you know, every kick, they're going to fucking bring out their base defense. All right, motherfucker. Bring it. That's what I would do. Bring out my base fucking defense. If you're going to do trick plays all the fucking time. Fuck it. I don't care. Even on punts. Bring out your fucking base defense. Fucking rush the punter or do whatever. But go ahead, Bobbit.
I have some NFL news there, Coop.
Go ahead, Bobbit. What do you got?
Last week, as you all know, the Masked Singer debuted. I'm addicted to the show. Like, I'm excited to see what celebrities are under those things. Mm-hmm. But guess who was the first one that got revealed?
The football stars.
Who?
Antonio Brown from the Steelers.
I don't care. Anyway, moving on.
He was terrible. And we're all thinking the deer is old Terry Bradshaw.
I've heard about the show. I have not tuned into it, but yeah, Antonio Brown was the first unmasked one on the show. That is what he's doing instead of going to play football. What a fucking asshole.
Curious question. Is it too early to think Carson Wentz is not a bust? Nick Foles is gonna get traded.
Yeah. Nick Foles I think is
he's a free agent. They're gonna let him go.
Yeah.
They'll get a compensatory pick out of him.
He's gonna be the hottest free agent because of the fact that once again.
Yeah, well, yeah. I just hope he doesn't turn into fucking Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah. That's wasn't that the issue with Foles when he got signed from Seattle or something like that? He competed against Russell Wilson and he kind of didn't get a spot, right?
I don't know. Wasn't Nick Foles drafted by the Eagles?
I'm trying to remember. The Seahawks. I think Nick Foles signed somewhere. Nick Foles signed somewhere and then he had trouble competing with somebody, I think.
Okay, I don't know. I thought he was drafted by the Eagles.
Yeah,
okay.
I gotta go back and do my research. I thought that Foles was part of the Seahawks roster at some point. I gotta go back and do my.
No, that was Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was a Packers free agent. Here, let me see. I'll find out for you.
Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to remember because like Nick Foles, I think was competing with a quarterback and somebody outshined him, so he didn't really get that spot. But
no, he was drafted by the Eagles.
Okay, no, then I'm completely wrong. I'm thinking of a different quarterback.
Yeah, you're thinking of Matt Ryan.
No, Matt Flynn.
Okay.
Matt Flynn. I'm sorry.
There we go. That's the name, Matt Flynn. That's why. I thought that he was not Matt Flynn this whole time.
Yeah, they're Carson Wentz is really good. I like Carson Wentz.
He just needs to stay healthy.
Nick Foles is lightning in a bottle, I think. I'm being serious. I really think he's lightning. That fucking cat, I swear. Nick Foles is lightning in a bottle. He's okay, but he's not great. Why do you think they drafted Carson Wentz? Nick Foles had one good year, and then they tried starting him all 16 games, and he did not fucking pan out at all.
Mm.
No, Matt Flynn actually was drafted by the Packers, and he was a free agent, and they signed him for like $10 million a year, and Russell Wilson beat him up for the job in Seattle. And then he ended up coming back to Green Bay and then went over to Oakland, and the exact same thing happened to him with Derek Carr.
Wow, that guy has had unfortunate luck.
Well, he had one good game against the Lions when the Packers went 15-1 that one year, and yeah, he almost beat New England the previous year. So he's a good backup, but he ain't no fucking starter.
Okay, yeah. So that's who I thought Nick Foles was.
Right.
But yeah, that's my mistake.
No, it's all right. I kept on calling him Matt fucking Ryan. It's Matt Flynn.
Oh, well, no, if you guys have any thoughts on the Bears or anything?
No, just good luck next year. But, yeah, it was a one-trick pony, I think.
And shout out to Mikey G420, who's one of our recent new viewers that came across. He's also a Bears fan.
Yep.
And shout out to Ray for putting up a good fight up against me, but loser.
There you go. There you go, getting a big head again. Anyway.
This cat is just photobombing this fucking show tonight.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it to shit on wherever you're sitting.
This cat actually pissed on this couch, so we actually just got these put back in and everything. So,
nice.
But I'm sure you guys got a lot to talk about in the college corner with the playoff game. So, you guys want to take it over?
Yeah, let's do that. Bobbit, go ahead. I'm sure you want to fucking talk about this.
Oh boy!
I called it. I did it again. I don't know what it is. This year I have that luck. I thought it was going to be closer, to be honest with you. Holy shit.
They stomped a
That was an ass fucking whooping. I've never seen it.
Great.
I've watched little bits and pieces of it. I'm telling you. I did not see, but I did say that Clemson was going to score points. Alabama better bring their fucking A game, and they did not. It looked like they were at the beginning, and then they got ass handed to them. I laughed. That's all I can say. I laughed. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Fuck the Tide. That's all I can say.
My thoughts exactly. Like, I am so happy Bama lost that horribly.
Yeah, I think the tide has turned.
Literally.
Pun intended. I think Clemson is now the new Alabama.
With that quarterback, yes.
Because he's
true
not
freshman.
True freshman, just beat probably one of the best. Excuse me, the second best defense in college football. Because Clemson is the best defense. Yeah. You know what it felt like to me this morning when Clemson blew out Alabama? What? It was better than sex. I don't get what you mean by that, TSS.
He's mimicking Vincent Mann.
Huh?
He's mimicking Vincent Mann.
I still don't get it. Mike McCarthy, and I'll get back into that. I think we'll get back into NFL here in a minute, but yeah, Clemson. I didn't Bobbit watch the game, so he watched more of the game. But from what I seen is Trevor Lawrence. Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
This kid, if he was to come out this year, they were saying he'd be the first pick taken. He would be the first quarterback taken.
From what I've seen of the game, yeah, Trevor Lawrence was an absolute monster. And also, Bama was trying to be like the fucking Bears.
They were trying to, well, they have the Tua, whatever his fucking name is, and I ain't going to fucking pronounce it because I don't care. He got outplayed.
Yeah.
His ankle still isn't healed. Honestly, I don't think anybody was going to beat Clemson. It didn't matter who played. And for people to still say Georgia deserved to be in the playoff, you're high. Stop saying
that. I wish.
So yeah, I mean, it was. I didn't watch the whole game. I caught the fourth quarter essentially after that fucking show I watch on Mondays was over. So yeah, I mean, it was one of those years. I knew Clemson was the better team because I actually watched Clemson more than I'd watch Clemson and then I watched Bama because Bama was on every fucking Saturday. It didn't matter. They were on where I live. And I watched both teams, and both teams were the cream of the crop of college football, and both teams deserved to be there. But I will say this: Alabama is not at the level of a Clemson.
Nope.
It has. I think the switch has changed. I think Clemson is now the team to beat in college football, and will be for a few years. They're the new Alabama.
They've been calling it all season too.
I knew they were the better team just by the way they were. The defense. They have 5 guys, and one of them's not even starting. It could be a first-round pick this year. They have 5 guys that could be first-rounders this year in the NFL.
I've got a feeling the Jets might pick up somebody from Clemson.
Where is the Jets getting picked?
I think they're ranked 3rd, 4th overall, or something like that.
They're probably going to take Quinnen Williams from Alabama.
But
we'll get into that. We'll get into that when time comes.
Absolutely.
But essentially, Bobbit, do you have any other thoughts on that?
No. Fuck Bama. I'm glad they got destroyed.
Yep. I'm good with that, and we can move on. People want to talk. No, probably not. I don't remember it. I'm 46 years old. I don't remember what I did 15 minutes ago. So yeah, we can move on to the coaching hires.
Sure thing. Actually, breaking news: the Jets just hired Adam Gase.
Yes, and I like the hire. I said that before. He's young, he's innovative, and it's a lot like the hire for the Packers. He's young, he's innovative. It's almost mirror images of when Mike McCarthy was hired. When Mike McCarthy was hired, he was innovative.
Oh, baby girl.
So he was really good at what he did, and he won a Super Bowl with it. I love what the guy brings, because essentially this LaFleur guy brings he's the one that got the Rams offense to where it is. Now imagine that with Aaron Rodgers.
It's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah. It's going to be. Yes, and I agree with you. Gase is a good hire. Rob Iman, I totally agree with you. I think it's one of the better hires as far as coaches. People are sitting here saying that Mike McCarthy was going to be the coach. People, I am telling you, Mike McCarthy is a very good coach. And whoever it was that said good luck with McCarthy, I'm telling you, he would be good for Sam Darnold as well. Mm-hmm. He's good with young football players. Really good with young football players. When he had Aaron Rodgers, when they won the Super Bowl, he was young. Look at what he was able to do with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got to give a shout out to one of the signings I think has been one of the better ones for Tampa Bay. They brought back Bruce Arians.
I don't know why the Cardinals fired him.
I think he retired, right?
No, they fired him.
Oh, okay. I thought he was
Bruce Arians, and he even said, and I quote, because I was looking up because I knew we were going to talk about it. He said, and I quote, and everybody's going to be like, "Oh my God, this guy's going to fail," but this guy can do it. If there's one person that can turn a guy around, it's Bruce Arians. Arians on Jameis Winston, I think he can win it all. Now, if Bruce Arians has fucking confidence in you, there's something there. Mm-hmm. He hasn't had the coach to develop him. Bruce Arians will get that guy in there to help him develop. It wasn't a number 1 draft pick for nothing. You could see it in college. When he won the national championship, he had leadership qualities. I guarantee you, Bruce Arians is Bruce Arians is the one to do it. He may have stepped down. I could be wrong, but I thought he was fired. I heard he was fired.
I thought he retired from coaching. So now him coming out of retirement, just coach for Tampa Bay. Interesting.
Packers hired LaFleur. That was a really good hire. The Arizona Cardinals today hired Cliff Kingsbury. I don't know about that hire because this guy, I just don't know. What is there to? I don't know what he's done. They wanted to hire an offensive play caller. Well, you had fucking Mike McCarthy out there. Why didn't you fucking hire him? I would have gone with experience with Arizona because there again, you have a good young quarterback in Josh Rosen. You're bringing in Cliff Kingsbury, who I don't know anything about him really, except for when he was in college, he threw the ball 90 times a fucking game. He did. He played at Texas Tech, and he threw the ball 90 times a game. Never panned out in the NFL.
Boy, ever since Bruce Arians left Arizona, it's been a mess there. But
and yes, Arians brought Todd Bowles.
Yep, Todd Bowles is now
good defensive coordinator.
Reunited. They were both coaches for Arizona Cardinals as well. So them being reunited in Tampa Bay, hopefully they'll get some magic going with the Bucs next year.
Yep.
But the other coaches I see here, Browns hire Kitchens as head coach. Greg Williams is out. You called
Thank God, because that guy would have ruined the fucking team.
You ruined it. Or no, I didn't say. Oh, sorry, you ruined it. Yeah.
How did I ruin it?
You called it is what I meant.
You would have ruined that team.
So the Browns going forward, I like that. He's the one that did really good with the offense, I think, this year for Baker Mayfield. So, yeah, do you like what the Browns are going to do?
No, because I don't like Baker Mayfield.
Oh, that's right. You've always been down on him. But the offense, I think, has done very well.
I'll tell you this. I'm going to say this right now. He needs to keep his fucking mouth shut. Baker Mayfield just needs to play fucking football. When he gets up on the fucking podium, you don't talk shit. You just fucking play football. If somebody asks you a question, you answer it. Shut your fucking mouth. That's my thing with Baker Mayfield. The kid thinks he fucking knows everything. The kid don't know shit. That's my issue with Baker Mayfield. I think Sam Darnold's going to be a better quarterback than he is.
Hopefully down the road, that will be the result of it.
Well, hopefully Kitchens can reel his fucking dumb ass in because he needs to stop talking shit. Fucking dumbass. Because one of these times he's going to get fucking hurt. And people are going to be like, it wasn't me. I didn't tell him to fucking do that. Yeah, you did.
Another signing that I see here is the Broncos are hiring Van Gio, who I think was the defensive coordinator for the Bears this year. That's a nice little hire by them, I think.
What was that again? Say it again.
I think that was a nice Fangio. I think that's his name.
Oh, Vic Fangio? Yes. He's an offensive genius. He's like LaFleur. He's like he's like Mike McCarthy. He's an offensive genius. Who was it? The coach they hired, and it was another coach that they reunited two coaches today. I can't remember who they are. Just give me a second. I'm sorry.
I'm looking at the thing too, and I'm just I don't see anything on my end. Hopefully, I
don't... I know it's the Broncos, and Gary Kubiak is coming back as an offensive coordinator.
Yes, okay, that's the other news.
So them two combined, I think the Broncos will be fine. I hope the Broncos fail just because I fucking hate the Broncos, but.
Well, Casey Keenum, I think, is wasn't the answer this year.
He should have. He was the answer in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Well, Vic Fangio, I think, could, with Gary Kubiak.
All that
I
they
think-
were the highest. They were a top 5 passing at the beginning of the year, so they kind of just struggled off. I think when Demaryius Thomas left, they struggled. So
well, there's a team that needs some receiver help. They got the defense because they have 2 outside pass rushers, Von Miller and the rookie that they drafted. So I'm telling you, you can say he's a flunky, but with Gary Kubiak there, it's like having 2 fucking head coaches. Gary Kubiak won a fucking Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking saying. You can say he's a flunky, but whatever. Not going to sit here and argue about it. What about Chubb, Sarah? The fucking...
Do we miss any more coaches? I don't see anything on my end. I don't think. I think we've got most of them. The most important ones of the day so far, I think.
No, that's pretty much it.
Excellent. Well, do you guys have any more news that you guys want to bring to the table before we make our picks?
I did see in here Jerry Rice wants fucking 49ers to go after fucking Antonio Brown. But whatever. That's about. The Jets are hiring Gase. We already talked about that, Sarah. I kind of figured that was going to happen. I think it's a good hire. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Bradley Chubb. Who the fuck is Bradley Chubb?
I'm from Bradley Chubb right now.
You got a Chubb right now?
Yeah.
I got a chubby for Christmas, by the way.
Okay.
Has anybody had those chubby drinks? I don't know if for some reason I got one for Christmas. So, but if you guys don't have any other news, do you guys want to get into your NFL picks or?
Yeah, let's get into the picks. We can get into the picks. Heather is anxiously awaiting.
All right, well, I'll just mosey along into the picks. All of you out there that are watching the sidelines today, make sure you follow along with our picks. And I did not do well this week.
Neither did I. But I look, I didn't do well. I'm half happy with what happened, though.
Mm-hmm. You're happy
I
with
did pick the Bears, but they lost. So
yeah.
Welcome to the off season.
Uh-huh.
Who is Bradley Chubb? I understand he's a rookie. What position does he play?
Running back for the Browns, I think.
Okay, whatever. He's one player. They have a good young team. That's all I know.
Did Goonie? How did you do for picks this week?
I went 1-3.
So did I. A
Same
happy
here.
1-3. A happy 1-3. A happy 1-3.
We could be like poor Sir Cardinal or poor Ronnie and go with giant goose egg.
You got nada.
Cardinal, the champ of the fantasy league for our league this year. Right.
The old chip on the shoulder here.
I think that you had some news for us for the picks or something. Right?
Yeah. What is this news that you've got?
First of all, I went 3-1 in picks last week.
Nobody cares. Moving on.
No, but I care.
Well, you do care. I don't know why.
Yeah, Bobbit, guess what? So did Trek and Dan Rex.
Yeah. There's only 4 games. You had a 75% chance.
One moment of success.
This is his bragging week, I guess. he did outpick us this week, so
I don't care.
Hey, well, as long as we're all having fun with our picks here and that. But let me first go into the first game we have here, which is the Indianapolis Colts against the Kansas City Chiefs. That's Saturday at 4:35 p.m. Eastern. Who are you going with?
Like I said, I'm going to say this. I don't see it happening because I think the Colts are going to play right into what the Chiefs want them to do. I think that I hate to say that it is going to be tough for the Colts to go into Kansas City and win.
I'm sorry. I saw Wendy just like nod her head, so it looked like she's agreeing with you.
I'm going with the Chiefs. Skeptically, but I'm going with the Chiefs. And then everything will be all right with the world because the Colts will then have lost and not made it to the Super Bowl again.
Goonie, who are you gonna go with?
I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I don't see the Colts going 2 weeks in a row.
I just don't see the Colts stopping the Chiefs.
It's going to be a shootout, and so I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium.
The Colts don't want it to be a shootout. If you're a Colts fan, you want it to be a slow run, short pass. I just don't trust the Colts to do that. I think they're going to try and throw it down the field. They're going to try and get in a fucking shootout with the Chiefs, and they're going to lose. It's going to cost them the season.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I could be wrong, but I just see that happening because they had success last week against a good defense.
Bobbit, who are you going to go with?
Remember when I said I had a shocking announcement during the picks?
Yes.
Well, I'm going Colts.
That's not a shocker. I thought you'd be like, fuck it, I'm not picking this game. Moving on. Yeah, you went the Colts last week. How was that a shocker? Just asking.
He's going with the underdogs, although I give the Colts credit.
Because the reason why I'm going with the Colts is Andrew Luck is on fire right now, and that team is red fucking hot.
Okay, Bobbit, you heard what I said though, right?
Yes,
the Chiefs
I know.
want you to get in a shootout. Andrew Luck is not the answer here. Marlon Mack is the answer. You need Marlon Mack to get 30 touches in this game if you're going to win. Not fucking Colt, not fucking Andrew Luck dropping back 40 times and winging it downfield. You're not fucking beating the Chiefs winging it downfield. I'm telling you. If you guys can't see my daughter, she's like intently looking at everybody.
she looks pretty happy. I just see her with looking at us with enjoyment.
Right.
But okay, so Bobbit's gonna go with the Colts to shock everybody. All right. Well then, what's the chat room going with?
They're split. Well, a lot of people are going Chiefs. Ace is going Colts. Trek's going Colts just because Sarah's probably going to go Colts. I'm surprised he's going with the Chiefs. Sarah's going with the Chiefs. She must have listened to what I said. Now, that being said, I could be wrong, but I'm just telling you what the Colts need to do. I just have this funny feeling the Colts are going to try and play shootout with the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Sarah, she is going against her team.
Yeah, that's a shocker because I think she picked the Colts every week.
You're just an ass,
Sarah.
tonight.
You know, I love you. I'm not a Colts fan. I hate the Colts, and the reason I hate the Colts is for what they did to Baltimore. I will never be a Colts fan, ever. I was one time, and I didn't really want to fucking do it, but the Bears were playing them in the Super Bowl.
Well, I'm still pretty heartbroken ever since the Colts knocked out the Jets in the AFC Championship game. So that's always a stinger for me. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, and it looks like the chat room's gonna go with the Chiefs. So we'll move on to the next game, which is the evening game on Saturday at 8:15 Eastern. The Dallas Cowboys travel to Los Angeles to take on the Rams.
Dallas, it was a good season. It's gonna the Rams. It's gonna be
They
tough.
got their stride back.
Yeah. I think they're back. They're healthy, and yeah.
It's gonna be well.
This is what this team was designed for. Was a playoff one, and that's what people are forgetting. But I don't think they gave everything to the Saints either. They were pretty vanilla in that game. Yeah, they went for it a couple of times. But that's the Rams, I'm telling you, the Rams have it all. They could be the most complete team in the NFL. Their problem is they are still young, but they are very good. And McVay is a very good coach. He's only, 34, 35 years old?
I thought he was like 38 or something like that.
He's a young, good coach. Whatever he is doing in Los Angeles is working. I fucking love what the Rams are doing. I think they're the best team in football. They beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a shootout again against a really good defense, but you better be able. And that's another team. You don't want to get into a shootout with them. If you want to beat the Rams, run the ball like Green Bay did, or play them in a fucking dome like the Saints did. But keep in mind, I don't think that they showed the Saints everything. I really don't. So I'm going Rams. I just don't see the Rams losing this game. Welcome to the offseason, Dallas Cowboy fans.
Goonie, who are you gonna go with?
Going Rams.
Going Rams, no question. And we've got a special guest to make this pick.
Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Skinny Penis is with us. What's going on, man?
What's going on, my fine homie? I'm just going to slide in here and just going to do my pick. I'm going to choose the Rams because the Cowboys are going to go pew pew and it's not going to work, and the Rams are going to ram up their asshole, and it's going to be
DJ Skinny Penis, shut your fucking mouth.
That is
family-friendly content.
That's my sweet for sure pick of the week.
All right. Well, DJ Skinny Penis is going to go with the Rams. I'm going to go with the Rams. What's the rest of the chat room going to go with? Looks like
everybody but Cody went with the Rams. I don't know what Cody's thinking. Is he
Cody?
Is he mad that fucking Alabama lost or something?
All right. Well, the Sunday games we'll get into now. The first game is at 1:05 p.m. Eastern. That is the Los Angeles Chargers against the New England Patriots. Probably the game of the week.
I'm going Chargers.
I'm going to go Chargers too.
They're the most complete team in the NFL. I've said it. I can't go against the Chargers. I mean, I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not picking against them. So you might as well put me down for Rams and Chargers next week too.
I agree with you that I'm going to go with the Chargers because of the fact it's Patriots and I hate their guts. So hopefully Chargers spank them. Goonie, who are you going to go with?
I am actually going to be the one that goes against the panel here and goes with the Patriots.
She's butthurt because they lost the fucking her Ravens lost to the fucking Chargers. She's butthurt. She's picking an angst.
Isn't that adorable?
I mean, I can see why people are picking the Patriots. I mean, Patriots. It's the Patriots. I get it, but y'all are underestimating the Chargers. I'm telling you.
I think that's the Chargers have a lot more talent right now on their run.
It's just they in all 5 phases. They're good. I know, right? All 6 phases, I should say. It could be all 8, but I don't want to get that deep. That's punting, punt return, kick return, kickoff. They're just all phases. We'll go special teams, but all 5 phases, they're good.
And, the last person that hasn't made his pick yet is the special guest here, DJ Skinny Penis. Who are you gonna go with?
Man, this is my swiggity swoogity wham wham jam jam pick of the damn week. I am going with my Chargers because the Patriots is gonna run into that lightning storm and they're gonna get thunderstruck, yo. It ain't gonna be close, man. It's gonna go zippity zap, game over.
Zippity zap.
What the hell does the Patriots make when they get shocked by thunder?
You suck, DJ Skinny Penis. No, Aaron, it is just you. It's not weird that both the Chargers and the Rams are good. Chargers, just because they moved to LA, no. Both teams are for fucks.
I told you.
My kid just spit up all over the place.
Oh.
That's what you get, motherfucker.
The Rams were good last year. The Rams were coming around from last year. They're a good young team. The Chargers are a good team, period. They were decent last year, I think, weren't they?
I don't remember.
Yeah, they were close to 500. I don't think it's weird at all. There's so much parity in the NFL anymore. But
I do find it weird that everybody still calls the Chargers San Diego.
Every once in a while, you'll hear me go, "Yeah, the San Diego." I mean the Los Angeles, and then I'll go the Los Angeles Rams. I mean the Los Angeles Chargers.
Even the announcers on TV still say.
I know. In fact, one of them did it the other fucking day. I think.
Yeah.
I know.
I tried catching that, but.
Right.
It's not just us. I think everybody still thinks that it's part of San Diego, right?
Right.
I don't think they're too far away from San Diego either. So
Los Angeles. They're in Los Angeles. So probably about 3.5, 4 hours, maybe.
Oh, okay. That's not too far at all. What the chat room say? It looked like a little bit split in the chat room from what I saw.
It's because it's the Patriots.
Okay, most of the picks, I think, the Chargers. There's a couple of people that pick Patriots. So
right now, even all the pundits are saying that the Chargers. You don't want to play the Chargers in the playoffs right now. They're the most complete team.
Yeah, and this is, I think, Philip Rivers' chance where this might be the team that can get him a Super Bowl.
I think so.
I do have to mention Melvin Gordon. Keep an eye on his health. Going into that game, he hurt both of his knees. So
yeah, he came back out. He did finish the game. Yeah. He did play, but they limited him. Mm-hmm. He should be okay, they said, but we will see.
They do have Austin Eckler, who's been a nice backup for them.
He's been a nice backup for them. He's a good fill-in position for him. Yeah.
I'm just mentioning, keep an eye on Gordon's health.
Of course. Of course. Yeah. Especially when a guy gets hurt.
Mm-hmm. No, it's because what happened is I think going into the game he had a knee injury on one of his legs, and he got hurt, and he injured the other knee in that game. So he was out part of the year for that knee, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah. He sprained his knee.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year, so.
It was the right knee, and then he tweaked the left knee.
So just everybody out there, keep an eye on the news with Melvin Gordon's health, because that could be a factor with the running game.
So before we move on real quick, Aaron asked, I don't see why the Chargers moved to L.A. I mean, I can understand the Rams because they were once there before, but that one didn't make sense to me. The reason the Chargers left San Diego, and it's because they left San Diego, and L.A. is big enough for 2 teams. The reason that they left San Diego is that they would not build them a stadium.
Right. Yeah.
So they're like, okay, we're leaving now.
Mm-hmm.
Qualcomm Stadium was getting old. So
it's usually with stadium issues that's probably why the team has to move. So
and yeah, Sarah just made a very good point. San Diego's getting back their one of their other tight end, so they're almost back to full strength.
Right,
So,
Hunter Henry, he should be coming back too.
He's back. They took him off the IR.
That's going to be so. Keep an eye out for that because Antonio Gates, he
looked good. He looked good on Saturday or Sunday.
So that's why Hunter Henry, I think, is going to help out a little bit more with Antonio.
Right.
Splitting the carries with both.
Mm-hmm.
But the last game that we need to go into is the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints at 4:40 Eastern on Sunday. Who are you going with?
Bobbit, DJ Skinny Penis, whoever the fuck is here.
Yo, man, I'm gonna go with the Saints because the Saints gonna come marching in, and the Eagles gonna be going ka, and they're gonna be going blee blee because they are gonna be dead motherfuckers.
The Eagle does not go ka.
Will you shut up over there, Mr. Magoo? And
I thought for a second he was going to go Saints go caca.
Man, it's not even going to be a close game, man. You know how it's going, man. And yo,
after the what I seen the Eagles do, I think whatever the Eagles have done over the last 7 games, I think they fixed what they're going to do or are doing. Don't put it past the goddamn Eagles to win this game. Look at what they did to the fucking Bears. Again, the Bears have a pedestrian offense. But that was some good defense that they played. Mm-hmm. Are they gonna keep Saints to 16 points? No. But do I think the Saints can keep the Eagles from scoring 15 points? No. It's going to be closer than people think. I'm barely going to go with the Saints. Barely. Just because the Saints have been more consistent this year, but be careful. The Eagles are hot right now.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with you as well. As I'm going to go with the Saints because the fact that I just think that they're going to put more offensive points over Philadelphia, even though it's probably not going to be as high scoring as a lot of people think.
I don't think it. I mean, it's going to be like 27-24.
Yeah, that's where I'm thinking it's going to be.
7, something like that. It's not going to be one of these 48-44 games or 48-45 games. I don't see it being like that because the Eagles have shored up whatever defensive issues they were having. They looked really good on – they still gave up 300 yards passing, but that was late in the game. So we'll see.
Goonie, who are you going to go with?
I'm going with the Saints. I mean, yes, the Eagles are strong, but I think the Saints are just a little bit stronger.
They're more consistent. That's the only reason I'm picking the Saints. That's the only reason. Because I had at the beginning of the year, I had the Eagles and Rams in the NFC Championship.
Not too far. They're in divisional round, so not too far away. Mr. DJ Skinny Penis, are you gonna make the pick of the night?
I already picked.
Oh, that's right. You already picked the Saints. I usually just go back to him as the last person. That's right. Yeah. I forgot he picked first this time. The chat room. Where were they going with?
Everybody went with the Saints, but don't be surprised if the Eagles win.
Well, then there you have it, everybody. We've made our picks for the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And do you guys have anything else that you guys want to mention for today?
No. But good luck to all your teams out there. I hope the Saints and Colts lose. Even though I picked the Saints, just because I don't like Drew Brees either, and I really hate the Colts.
Any final words from DJ Skinny Penis?
man, this is going to be there's going to be some good games. There's going to be some close games, motherfucker. And I'm going Chargers all the way, homie.
All right. Well, thank you. And Goonie, any last words from you?
Here's to hoping we get some exciting games for the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean the Bears Eagles game was exciting. The end of the Ravens. Now the Ravens had a chance to win, but the outcome of the game was never in doubt for me for some reason. I just didn't have faith in Lamar Jackson. The Cowboys Seahawks game was pretty exciting, and like you said, the only boring game of the day. Keep in mind, Sarah, was the Colts and Texans. So what he's saying, Sarah, is that the Colts put him to sleep. They're a boring team.
You guys want to give yourself some plugs where we can find you guys?
Well, you can find me on YouTube at the Cole Bone Show. Where Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays I do live reactions on Raw and SmackDown, and then we talk a little bit we're talking about Stone Cold versus McMahon, as far as a feud, rivalries or whatever you want to call it. We do that on Thursdays, and we talk about random memories, just memories of wrestling of years past, nothing new. We do compare it to what's going on this year, but and then that's pretty much it for me. I don't know when Heather's coming back. She should be coming back soon, I'm thinking, but
I'm hoping to come back this week.
Oh, she might be back tomorrow.
Excellent.
After the show. After our show is over, she might come back and rant about my dumbass not helping her out. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. That's where you can find me and Heather.
And Mr. DJ Skinny Penis, where can the audience go and check you out?
First of all, you can find me in your mama's bedroom. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
You can find me on YouTube at FoulMouthBobbit. Find me on Twitter, same name, FoulMouth Mike. And of course, I do the show with this Mr. Magoo motherfucker over here on the Cold Bone Show. And yeah.
He has a show on Fridays called This Week in Wrestling.
I was getting to that.
Well, you get to it right away.
Who's the one talking here?
Shut the fuck up. Just do your thing.
You had your 40 minutes, and yeah, we also do This Week in Wrestling and all that, and starting up continuing one show here soon, and yeah, that's all for me. And you can find Mr. DJ Skinny Penis at he's gonna be playing the halftime show at the Super Bowl, and he's gonna be at WrestleMania.
All right. Well, from all of us here at the panel of the Sideline Study, we want to wish you all a wonderful week of divisional playoff games. Hopefully, you guys do well on your picks. And from all of us at the panel here on the Sideline Study, we thank you very much for joining with us, and we'll see you next week for the next episode.
Bye, bitches!